At 140 miles an hour on the freeway, this thing is just cruising.
Did you say 140?
Oh yeah, easily.
What's up, Gene? What's up, everyone? Thanks for watching Cars, Shops, and Collections. And did you know there are over 6 million Camaros made, 6 generations, and every so often you're driving along and you see that one that just pops, it grabs your attention. Well, that's what we got today. Al is the owner. It's a 1968 Camaro. It's custom. It's gonna grab your attention when we see it. Plus, Al has a 1978 Camaro Z28 that he bought brand new here in Las Vegas. He's around the corner. Let's get in my non-Camaro. Gene, the door's open for you.
Thank you.
To go see Al and his two amazing Camaros here on Cars, Shops, and Collections. Oh, there it is, 1968 Camaro. See, I wasn't lying. Every so often you see one that just grabs you. It pulls you in. And that's what Al has right here. And then I'm guessing behind the garage will be the 78 Z28. Let's go find Al. I mean, is this not the coolest thing? You pull around the corner, and here it is, his 1968 Camaro. It's got the ghost stripes here on the front. Stunning color that Ernie did. Look at the custom wheels. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh shoot, shifter inside there. This is gonna be good. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Good to see you. Remember Gene here on the camera? Everyone, this is Al, and he's gonna show us his amazing 2 Camaros. Yeah.
How do you do? My name's Albert, and going to show you my 68 Camaro, and I have a 78 Camaro that I'm working on right now in the garage.
Well, Albert, thank you for having us officially to your home and showing us your cars.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the 68 Camaro here. Behind the garage door is the 78 Z28.
Yes.
Let's show everyone that, and then we'll kind of break everything down. Oh, he's got the button. He's got the button. Ready? I love it when the garage opens up and we see the car for the first time.
Like I said, it's still under construction.
Working on it. Oh, there it is. 1978 Z28.
Yeah.
That you, here in Las Vegas,
Yes.
went to the Chevy dealership and bought this brand new.
I bought this from Fletcher Jones up on Decatur and Alta in 1978.
Oh, this is amazing. And you've had it ever since.
I've had it ever since.
And you do all the work on your own cars?
I'm doing all the work, yeah.
Look at that Z28 badge down front here, the blacked out grille with the Z28. Is it the rubber bumper? Or do you change this out?
Oh no, this is all this is the original.
This is the original front end?
The original
Oh
nose,
my gosh.
yes.
This is fantastic.
The car's been kept in a garage, even when it was in storage. I mean, the car's been down since 1991.
Has it really?
Was the last time it was registered. I kept it in storage when I was up in Idaho, and then I moved here and I brought it down here, and it just sat. It just sat at my mother and father's house for quite a few years and stuff. And then I met Ernie, and we started working on it. This car's been on. This is a rotisserie build. It was on its side. We completely did the whole underneath the car with the Rhino bed liner.
All right.
And except for the subframe in the back, I masked that off, so I painted it so it looks, you know, like the frame's not all Rhino linered. I don't want that. And
Are we seeing here, this was the original color, this blue?
no. The original color was silver.
All right.
My original rear bumper that I had for the car, it just was in bad shape. And I had purchased another car, a 1980 Berlinetta, because my son needed a motor. And an ironworker buddy of mine had one that him and his son were doing, and had a brand new motor and everything. So I just kept the bumper.
But you're an iron worker?
Yeah, I'm a retired ironworker.
Retired iron worker, and you work on cars. And if you've been to Las Vegas, I know some of the places you helped build was the Luxor, right?
The Luxor, the Rio, the doggone Flamingo, MGM, I mean, downtown, the D, Union Plaza.
You've had your hands in the history of Las Vegas.
I've actually, when I see pictures of the old strip, and I see what it is now, I go, boy, it's nice to have had a hand in changing that from what it was to what it is.
You've built our city. I mean, you're one of the founders that helped build Las Vegas.
I helped try.
Well, let's roll back out to the 68, okay? And then we'll come back to the 78 because 68 is this. It's stunning. What's the metallic color? Is the official color?
Yeah, well, the color, like I said, when we first painted this in 2012, it was a medium flake.
All right.
And we were at a car show in Henderson, and a couple pop-ups went in the air and damaged the car.
No.
Did $6,000 worth of damage. So when Ernie repainted the car, we went with a medium flake. And this is a Chrysler color.
Can you see it? Is it popping on camera, Gene? Can you see the ghost stripes right there? It is a 68, custom work. So 68, you have the side markers, but they're gone. So they just remove them?
You know, what I was trying to do is I was trying to embellish all 3 years.
All right.
I've had people tell me, oh, it's a 67 with 68 doors. Because 67 had wing windows.
Yeah, the wings right here. They got rid of them in 68. Cleaner, to me, cleaner line with the 68.
So I deleted off that, the side markers, because I didn't like them.
Okay.
And then I built a custom lower valance for the front on the underneath, so it looks like a 69.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and those are driving lights. Yeah, they're not turning indicators, because on the 69 they would be the turning indicator lamp.
So this literally is the best of all three of Gen 1.
I was just, in my brain, that's what I was trying to figure out, and stuff.
Can I open the inside?
You're more than welcome to open the door, yeah.
I'll go around the other side.
Like I said, it's pretty much stock on the inside, with the exception of all the gauging, all the gauges in it and stuff like that. And I put the 80 Berlinetta bucket seats in because I like the high back bucket seats. They're much more comfortable for a long ride.
Also safety too. I mean, 68, it was just, you didn't have the headrest, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you ordered that package with the headrest, you got it, but this one just had the regular flat
It's
seats.
just more comfortable too when you drive. And you drive this too.
I drive it down to California and stuff like that. It averages about 20, 21 miles to the gallon.
Okay, that's good. That's better than my Challenger over there.
Yeah.
I love the horseshoe
the
grip right there.
loop over shifter,
That's
I like
great.
that. And like I said, my wife has owned the car since 1987.
Wow.
She's the third original owner of this vehicle. And when I met her, it had an inline 6-cylinder, 2-speed power glide. Just couldn't let that happen.
Well, let's see under the hood.
Sure.
As you pop it open, Gene, just come inside here too. You see back in 68, this is an indicator that's a 68 was the ignition on the dash. 69, they got rid of that. 68, you have the 3-spoke steering wheel. 69, I believe it was just straight across. Also, 68 was the first year of the padded dash, right?
You know what? I'm not really sure. I think 67s had them as well.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, but it was just like this. It was just that little top piece.
Yeah.
And
Safety
everything.
though, too. Safety.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you hit that dash, it's padded.
Yeah.
And then you changed out the radio, but was the original radio, was it an 8-track, do you remember? Or
No, it was just an AM/FM.
Was it AM/FM?
Yeah, and you know what? And it's a good stereo. I got an amp in the back, and it's got one inside, but, it's like the only time I listen to the music is if I'm on a long drive.
Sure.
But if I'm just around town, no, I listen to the symphony of the motor.
That's the line right there, the symphony of the motor.
Yes.
That's the quote of the episode right there.
Yes, it just sounds really, I like the way it sounds.
You go back to 68, I mean, in the 60s and early 70s, that's what you wanted. You wanted some sound in your car.
Sure, and I run my exhaust all the way to the back. It's not short.
Okay.
And so it's a full system, and it's a 2.5-inch exhaust system.
Wow. Well, educate me on what you did here inside.
Okay, so what I did was I built this 350, 4-bolt main 350, it's bored 40 over, got 9.5 to 1 compression so I could run regular unleaded gas in it.
All right.
And stuff like that. And when I first built it, it had cast iron heads, the stock intake manifold. I built it in 2000. So the motor's 24 years old.
Wow, all right.
Still runs great, doesn't burn any oil or anything like that. But then I decided that I wanted a little more power. So I went with the Performer heads.
All right.
And with the Performer intake manifold. I didn't go with the carburetor that they suggested because I'm a fan of the Holly.
All right.
So I ran the Holly on there and everything like that. So, and then the transmission, I converted that over to a 350 Hydromatic. It's got a shift kit, lock-in, lock-out torque converter, and stuff like that. So that's the nice thing about when I'm driving around town, I just leave the torque converter open. So it doesn't go wah, wah, it just wah, pulls all the time.
Nice, smooth.
But when you're on the freeway, then I flick that on, and this thing, the thing's a beast up on the freeway, because I got 273 gears in the back. Because it had the 6-cylinder in it, so I never changed the gears. At 140 miles an hour on the freeway, this thing is just cruising.
Did you say 140?
Oh yeah, easily. And I've actually gotten a couple races with newer Camaros.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're much more powerful. They got me by at least 100 horsepower. But when I'm sitting right alongside of them doing 140 and we've cruised for about 10 miles, they look over and they thumbs up.
Much respect, right?
Because they think, hey, this thing's probably got a top end and she's going to hit that. And the tuner cars are even funner, because I'll roll with the tuners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say, dude, you want to go 140? You want to do
Let's
150? Go. Speedrunner reads 160. I haven't taken it up that far. 140 is as fast as I've had it up to.
Not yet. We got time.
But
I want to point out too, the paint here, how you guys did it. You lift up the hood, and underneath it, you still see the ghost stripes. That little attention to detail right there.
Exactly.
That is so cool.
Well, you know, I watch all these car shows on TV, and I watch the guys build these things, and I go, you know what? How hard can it possibly be? So I went down to the company I used to work for, bought some sheet steel, and I fabricated this.
It's perfect. It's perfect fit.
And it fits right up against the radiator, right tight to the radiator.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah.
So, and what it does, it literally forces all the air to go through the radiator, and that's it. It can't go anywhere else. I mean, I put these plates here so it wouldn't escape out through here.
Okay.
And stuff. So.
That's just a smart guy doing that. 78, 68. Yeah. Which year do you think sold more?
You know, I guess you'd have to go and look.
I did.
Do some research.
I looked before I came.
Yeah.
68.
68 sold more than the 78?
By about 4,000. 276,000.
Okay.
272,000.
Okay.
Okay. So, and my numbers might be off by a couple units, but in that ballpark. But yeah, but I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of cars.
It is a lot of cars, and that's the reason why it was kind of funny, because I was talking with Ernie after he saw the video that you did of the Javelin and everything like that, and he goes, "Did you read the comments?" And I go, "No." And he goes, one guy goes, "Oh man, I was so happy to see a 73 challenge or Javelin until that Camaro showed up," and he goes, "I'm out."
He even time-stamped it. I know. The great video until 6 minutes and 28 seconds with that Camaro rolled in.
Yeah, he goes, "That Camaro."
We love the comments. We love the comments. We read the comments.
Yeah.
Good or bad, we love them all. So drop a comment. Subscribe to the show if you haven't subscribed as well.
Sure, yeah.
Let's go back to your 78. And you know what? It's so funny, because this is Gen 2. Comes out in 1970.
Exactly.
I think if you were to take someone that knows nothing about cars and say, hey, this is a Chevrolet Camaro and this is a Chevrolet Lion, they would think they're two different cars, because it looks nothing came over.
I mean, in the 10 years, this is how it evolved.
Yeah, completely different. Completely different.
And I used to have a 73 Camaro back in the day, but I managed to put it on its top, and it wasn't no good after that.
They're not designed to be on the top.
But when they came out with the 1980 and the 81 Camaros, the Z28s, I liked the vents on the side instead of the louvers.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I converted it over to that.
Did you build this on your own, or just from an 80?
Well, no, I mean, all I did was just took the louvers off and put these in.
Okay.
And that's it. So they bolt right into the same holes.
Are these from a 1980?
It's 80 or 81, somewhere right around there. Same as the hood. That's with the cowl inducted on the bottom. You know, the 70, that's the 80 or 81 Z28 hood.
An actual 81?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's underneath it? The original hood?
That is, you know, it was just a spare hood I had.
Okay, yeah.
And stuff. And then, like I said, this isn't a 78 grill. This is an 80, 81 grill. Because I looked at it like this. Why buy the 78 and then a few years later go out and buy an 81? When I can just do the conversions, and the only way that somebody's going to know the difference is if they get inside the car, because in 78, it still had the wraparound dash, and in 79, they went flat.
Okay.
So from 79 till they quit making this body style was a flat dashboard.
We did an episode on a 1981 Z28
Okay.
Nevada Classics.
Yeah.
Under 10,000 miles. It's white with the Z28 stripes. It's one of my favorite Camaros, probably up until now.
Yeah.
But that's something about that 81 Z28. It pops.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go back to 1978.
Yes.
You say, hey, I'm going to go buy myself a new car.
Yeah.
He's rolled up to the Chevy dealership.
Just, yeah, I had a Chevelle that was just a radio Chevelle.
Yeah.
And I go, you know what? I'm up here now in Vegas, and by moving to Vegas from San Diego, I literally doubled my wage. And I just go, heck, I can afford to go out and buy a new car. So I went out and I bought, because I really hated losing my 73 Camaro. I put 65 Corvette flared fenders on it. It was slammed to the ground. The big tires on the back of the Javelin.
Yeah.
I was running on that, but the tires were all pushed to the outside. So I flared the car out, and like I said, I totaled it out and stuff. So I wanted another second gen style car because I liked it. I didn't like this the way it wrapped around. I liked the first year when they came out and they had the small rear window.
This is better though. No blind spots.
Yeah. You definitely do that.
Well, can we go for obviously a ride along in the 68?
Sure. Yeah. Let's see if she'll start up.
Smooth.
All my friends in the car club all have radical exhaust. And I said, I'm sorry that my car sounds like a Tesla.
Nice and smooth.
It is. It's
just nice and smooth.
You know, they've all got the cutouts and stuff. I don't have that, so.
Well, yeah, Ernie's Javelin. Ooh,
oh, yeah, it's definitely
you feel
loud.
that in the chest. All right. Ready, Gene, for a ride along in the 68 Camaro? I really do like your mindset in building this, that you kind of took the best of all three of the Gen 1. 68, though, I think out of the three seems to really be the more popular.
Well, you know, sometimes I think that, and then sometimes I think that 68 is the redheaded stepchild. Because everybody wants a 67 first year.
True.
69, because 69 last year, and the body style was totally changed. So the only parts that were interchangeable on a 69 from 67 to 68 would be like the roof, the trunk, and the hood.
Okay.
Fenders, you couldn't change any of that stuff because they completely redesigned the shape of the fenders and stuff. So none of that stuff was interchangeable. Drivetrain-wise, stuff like that, frame, yes. But as for skin, nope, couldn't change the skin.
The gauges, the round gauges in 68, 69, they went to those square gauges.
Yeah, and I had the auto meters. I put the auto meters in.
But I think it's a cool look. I like the round look. And I mentioned earlier the 3-spoke steering wheel.
Yeah,
to me is a cool look.
It's still the original steering wheel. Still got the crack.
No kidding.
Yeah, this is the original steering wheel. My wife goes, how come you didn't change the steering wheel out? I don't know.
The original looks great. But she bought this, it was bought in Las Vegas?
She bought this when she was living in Seattle, Washington.
Okay. That's
where the car originally was from.
But how long has it been in Las Vegas then?
It's been in Las Vegas since, I'm figuring that she probably moved here around 80 something, but I'm not sure exactly when. I met her in 1992.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And then I started slowly but surely working on this car because it was thrashed. It was beat up.
Is the dash, we talked about the padded dash, is this the original dash?
No.
Okay.
No, I had to get a new dash pad because it was pretty worn out and stuff.
You're talking with the paint, you see it coming one way, it looks kind of like one color.
Yeah.
You look at the rear view, you see the different colors.
Exactly.
Different layers.
Like, right now you don't see the stripes really, hardly at all.
Barely, yeah.
But now if you're in the front looking back,
boom, they pop.
They stand out. Because like I said, I like the stripes of the first gen Camaros, but they're just so bold, and it seems like everybody has them.
It's subtle.
So I went this, and I've had people look at my car and never notice, and I go, oh, did you notice the stripe? No. And then they go, oh, wow, I didn't see that. Oh, that was the purpose of it.
Right, yeah.
And that was 10, out of an eyedropper, it was 10 drops of black in the silver paint to tone it.
That was it?
Just 10 drops.
10 drops of black paint to make that change for the ghost stripes.
To make the change, yes.
This is a nice cruise. It's a comfortable cruise. How's the back seat, Gene?
That was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the car rides smoothly. I'm running just KYB shocks on it, and I've done some work. I lowered the back end 1.5 inches, and I lowered the front end 1.5 inches. And I'm running wishbone A-arm suspension in the front.
Why'd you lower it?
Well, you know what? Because it used to look really weird because it had this big gap between the top of the tire and the fender well, and I go, no. So I got rid of the 15s, and these are all 18s now.
Oh, wow, okay.
All around. And I converted it over from 4-wheel drum brakes. Now I've got all 4-wheel disc brakes. All the way around. Oh yeah, just it just makes the whole car.
Want to go stop a little bit faster? Yeah. Albert, man, thank you so much. This has been fun.
No,
to really get the details.
Yeah, and I've really
behind your car.
I've really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed it.
This is neat.
And like I was saying,
when do you think the 78 will be done?
That could be the $1 million question. Like I said, I'm dealing with stage 4 prostate cancer. So I'm trying to take and see if I can get it done before I get to a point to where I'm unable to do it, physically unable to do it.
We talked about that before we started rolling the cameras, and I wasn't sure you wanted to bring it up, but we're pulling for you.
And my son come up from San Diego. He's helped me put the motor and tranny in and stuff, but mostly everything else. Like I said, this car, I did all the interior, all the upholstery, all the sheet metal on the outside. The only thing that's original on this car is the roof, the doors, the valance right here, and the one on the nose. Everything else, I completely cut the whole back off of the car the first year I was retired.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Well,
all right. Well, Albert, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming by.
We'll have us back again because we could spend more time as you're working on the Z28, and this is just, stunning. As I said in the intro, over 6 million Camaros made, and every so often you're driving down the road and there's one that just grabs you and pulls you in, and that is one of them. So thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.
Because I had a little issue this morning. That's why I had to take a detour.
What happened?
Well, I was trying to get you a birthday card, and the first place I stopped said, "Oh, we're out."
Well,
because I know you have your IHOP, your IHOP pancakes.
Is this on camera right now?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man! Every Saturday and Sunday, I get myself some pancakes.